Hey Daz Studio patrons, I found the fix to our batch render bug problem, but you're not gonna like the answer. Hey everyone, this is Not From This World, and I want to welcome you to my tutorial series. Now, over the last week or so, I have been discussing some problems with batch rendering and how I just have so much trouble rendering a group of pictures, one after the other, in a script like RenderQ. And what would happen is my computer would render 3 or 4 of them very quickly, and then it would drop from GPU to CPU, and then it would take 30, 40, 60 minutes or more to render the rest of that queue. I have to say I found the answer, and I don't think you're going to like it very much. The answer is get a better graphics card. Now, I just recently upgraded from a 3070 graphics card with 8 gigabytes of VRAM to a 4070 Ti Super graphics card with 16 gigabytes of RAM. And I've had it now for several days installed into my new case with my new computer. And I gotta tell you, I've been rendering with RenderQ multiple scenes with multiple pictures, and I have had absolutely 100% no drop off in performance. Each scene is rendering with GPU the entire time. I rendered 5 scenes with 4 or 5 pictures each, with the pictures taking less than 4 minutes for each render. And so I guess that's the answer for now. You know, Daz Studio is known to have a bug where it builds up memory in your GPU and finally your GPU cannot handle it and it drops to CPU. And I would expect that to happen at some point in time with the 4070, but I just rendered like 10 different scenes with 5 pictures each, and they all rendered just fine with my new graphics card. So right now, my only answer to this Daz Studio bug is just the fact that you gotta have a good system. And I really think that 16 gigs of VRAM is really helping me out at this point. And my old graphics card, the 3070 with only 8 gigabytes of VRAM, just couldn't handle the buildup of memory that occurs in Daz Studio. And unfortunately, you just have to close Daz down and then reopen it. So if you have a computer that has a very advanced graphics card, you shouldn't have any problem batch rendering with something like RenderQ. But if you have a lower graphics card like I did, you're gonna have issues, and I apologize for that. I really don't know what the fix is. I've been racking my brains for weeks trying to figure out a way to do this. I thank all of you for your suggestions. A lot of you in a previous video where I discussed this gave me some suggestions. I've tried many of those suggestions with no luck really with that 3070 graphics card. But now with the 4070, man, it is just killing it. And so I guess it's not really a fix, but it solved my issue. And probably not the answer that we all wanted, because it all has to do with your system, but it's the answer I've got right now. Hopefully Daz Studio, maybe in its next update, will fix this bug, because it definitely is a bug. You know, when Daz shuts down a render and starts a new one, it should lose that memory in the GPU. I don't know why it doesn't, but it just tends to build up. But anyway, I thought I would share that with you, and wish I had better news on it. But don't forget to like, subscribe, give me a few comments about what you think. And what system do you have? Does it work adequately for you? Do you have trouble? I've just noticed that the better the computer is, the better DAZ Studio works. So that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. All right. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy rendering.